This is the cabinet that I was working on last week. It's just about done. Dressing it up with a little crown molding. I've got the doors over there that are going to get metal grills. I'm making a separate video on how to cut the metal grills. And right now I'm trimming out the flat panels. I'm going to show you a really good tip for getting nice, tight inside miters. Before I do that, I want to talk a little bit about this molding. It's simply cut on the table saw. It's a 10-degree angle. And as you can imagine, when you're cutting a 10-degree angle, you may get blade marks or burn marks. And when you go to put that molding on, you're going to have to sand those out. And that's a lot of work. So a good trick is to cut your molding a little bit heavy first, and then bring the molding back to the table saw, put the side with the blade marks down, and rip a right angle on the back side and then the front side. And then you can attach the molding like this, and you'll have a nice fit on the inside, and it'll be square on the outside, and you'll have the factory finish on the face of the molding. Here is all the molding for the project, and I always make a little more than I need just in case I make a mistake. The first rip before cutting the 10-degree angle was to rip the molding to width, and I ripped this at 1 1/4, and now I can set the fence at 1 3/16. I'll put the blade mark side down. You can see this side is nice and smooth, and I'll rip the back off first, and that's going to give me a right angle on the back of the molding. Now I can put the side with the blade marks down, and the molding will fit up against the face frame without a gap. I'll make that cut on the rest of the molding, then bring the fence in another 1/16 of an inch and straighten out the front. Now that I've finished making the molding, I can trim out this inside panel, and the first step is to cut a miter on one side. I have a sacrificial fence on my miter saw, so you can see exactly where the blade kerf is, and I can line the molding up right with that kerf and make the first cut. Now I'll put the sharp point of the miter into the one side and make a mark for the next cut. I'm going to transfer this line to the side of the molding so I can see it. I'll change the angle of the saw, so I'm cutting the 45 on this side, lock it in, and line that pencil mark right up with the saw kerf and split it in half. And you can see it's still a little heavy. So this is the next trick I want to show you. We'll go back to the miter saw. I'm going to put a pencil mark here so you can see that the wood is cut when I make the cut. Some people refer to this cut as a bump cut. The teeth of the blade are actually a little proud of the blade itself. So if we bring the blade down, I'll move the angle of the deal here, and push the molding into the blade and hold it there. When I raise the blade up, it'll come down and cut just a little bit off. And you can see that pencil mark is now gone. And now I have a perfect fit. So I'll take this out, add a little glue, and attach it with a few nails. Now I'll use that same process to work my way around the panel. First making the miter cut, then marking for it. If it's a little heavy, then I'll make the bump cut for the perfect fit. I put the glue on the wrong side of the molding. Shit. All right, well that finishes up the trim on the inside of the flat panels. And I picked up the bump cut tip from Bill Wackowitz way back in the 80s while I was working at the Woodworker in Wayne, New Jersey. And I've been using it ever since. Really helps you get those nice tight inside miters. I'm going to trim the top of the cabinet next with a little bit of crown. So stick around if you want to see what that looks like. Okay, well that is just about it for this project. A little sanding, some painting, and this will be ready to install. I will be posting a separate video on how to cut the metal grills and install them into the door panels. That video should be up in a few days. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel already, I hope that you'll hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. That way you know when the video gets posted. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video and would like to build the furniture for your home, please visit my website at johnpeters.com for a large variety of furniture projects and plans available. From beginner to advanced woodworking projects, I'm sure you'll find a project that will match your woodworking skill level and taste in furniture. Each project has step-by-step video tutorials right here on YouTube designed to help guide you through the project and help you build something I know you'll be proud of. Thanks again, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. That's a great way to help me continue to make long format project videos just like this one.